Become a digital nomad and never pay taxes again. Governments levy taxes because they need money for infrastructure, education, culture, healthcare, the court, police and army, and so on. At first sight, all these things seem justified. However, governments, especially those in Europe, also use taxpayers' money to sustain complex political structures. These structures are mainly in place to only serve these politicians and their voters who all like to pamper themselves with taxpayers' money. Maybe you don't agree with this. Perhaps you believe that people should not rely so much on the government and instead should be more assertive and take more initiative. Because that's how a dynamic and prosperous economy is created. What can you do? Previously, you could resort to some creative tax planning. However, nowadays, the benefits don't outweigh the costs anymore, as most countries have closed their loopholes. Today, the ultimate move you can make is to physically relocate to a place where taxes are low or even non-existent. However, most people cannot make such a move because they are tied down. Maybe you can make this move though, because you happen to be a digital nomad. Do you really pay zero taxes as a digital nomad? Are you an American citizen or green card holder? Then stop watching this video. You will always be taxed, no matter where you are staying in the world. Others are more fortunate. What are the rules in most countries? In most countries, you are not subject to taxes if you are residing there for less than 3 or 6 months on an annual basis, if you do not own any real estate within the country's territory, if your spouse does not live there, and if you do not have a company there. So, if you play your cards right, you can travel the world as a digital nomad and not pay taxes anywhere. This is possible, and it is perfectly legal. A word of warning though. Sometimes your previous country of residence could cause problems. For example, some countries levy an exit tax when you leave and relocate to another country. Other countries levy an inheritance tax on your worldwide assets when you die, even after you have left the country. This requires professional advice and tax planning, which we would gladly assist you with. But there is more. As a digital nomad, you are an entrepreneur in a suitcase. You can earn money online in a variety of ways. With IT services, copywriting, photography, design, a web shop, voiceovers, video editing, and so on. However, being such a digital nomad, you are confronted with specific problems. You need a company to invoice your services. You need bank accounts, and perhaps you'll need to use payment processors such as Stripe and PayPal. This is not always easy. Banks are quite reluctant to open bank accounts for people who do not have a permanent address. Perhaps not all of your clients may accept invoices if your company is based in an exotic destination. So where exactly do you set up your company? What about your healthcare? What kind of insurance will you need? Also, what if you die tomorrow? Will you allow the taxman to touch your wealth? Or will you take your precautions to protect the inheritance of your loved ones? You could definitely use professional guidance and advice with this, so allow us to provide you with our expertise. There are several options for you as a digital nomad, such as Bulgaria, Costa Rica, or Georgia. However, our personal favourite is Dubai, the magnet of the United Arab Emirates. Why? There is no corporate income tax. There is no personal income tax either. there are limited or no bookkeeping requirements, and some company types grant you the right to an Emirates ID card. This remains valid so long as you are physically present in the UAE for at least 1 day per 6 months. This ID card grants you the advantage of having a permanent address, which banks and governments love to see. At the same time, you are as free as a bird. We would be pleased to assist you from our Dubai offices. Drop us an email or have a Skype call with us. We can then create a successful strategy for your specific situation. Finally, do not panic. We are not expensive. We apply transparent and fixed fees for our services. What are you waiting for? Get in touch with us now.